Hi there, Scorpio. Healing Grasshopper here to do your yearly forecast for 2026. So we're going to take a peek at what the year holds for you. Um, so we're going to be doing a special 11 card spread that's going to look at the overall energetic arc for the year ahead. Okay? As always, this reading is for your sun, moon, rising, and north node signs. If you're especially interested in romance, you can look at your Venus signs or follow your Venus sign. Um, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Your first card is going to be the energy you're carrying in. Both of these? No? Hierophant? Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands, you are bringing forth a can do, let's get to work in building something new energy, which I love to see. You are one of the signs who are riding the wave of the new energy. Um, there are a few of you, I forget which signs, but there are a few of you who have this attitude like, yay, the sun's out, we're ready to move, and let's rebuild. Um, because for the past 21 years, things have been very, very difficult with Pluto and Capricorn. Uh, that moved into Aquarius, which is a more supportive energy in at the end of 2024. So 2025 was a transitionary period, right? From a difficult 20 years in Capricorn, Pluto and Capricorn, right? So now we're going to have 20 years of Pluto and Aquarius. That is a more, excuse me, more supportive sign, more supportive energy. So this is you feeling that change and being motivated by it. Some of the other signs are like, bah humbug, life has been terrible and still continues to be terrible, and woe's me and everything. They don't quite feel the full force of the energy yet, but they'll catch up with you. Um, so lucky you, Scorpio. This is you getting to work. And by the way, Pluto is like the wrecking ball of the zodiac. Pluto likes to come in and destroy things to make way for something new, a wrecking ball, right? But Pluto's been at work for 20 years in wrecking things. And that's why we've been feeling miserable because everything we tried to accomplish would fall down and it would be, exhausting and miserable. But now we've got a supportive energy and it's like, yay, we can build and build something good for ourselves. So here you are. Your next card is poor themed for the year. Ooh, very nice. Which is the Wheel of Fortune, not reversed. Good fortune, good karma. So for those of you who part of your struggles in the past 21 years have been shedding toxicity and going through emotional assaults, um, and wrongdoing and that kind of thing, low vibrational behaviors towards you. Um, you are moving away from that, and first of all, be very clear that God sees everything. So don't worry about them. Just move on to your in your positive direction. Um, but again, God sees everything. God saw what they did to you, and God also saw what you went through. So you will receive your compensation and your reward. Yeah, that's the message. So your next card is the strength that you are going to draw from this year. The Knight of Wands. You've got two knights. This is this almost the same message as here. Motivation. This is go, go, go. Let's go. I'm ready. Hurry up. Um, yeah, I was just searching my heart and minds for any caveats here because the Knight of Swords always carries a caveat, and that is not so fast. Slow down. Because this is very dynamic. He's at a gallop here, and it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Um, but I don't think this is a caveat for you. This is, tremendous productive energy after difficulty. Bring it. This is your strength. And this is like, what needs to be done? What needs to be removed? What needs to be built? What do you need? You know, let's go. I love it. And that's an emphasis for you because not everyone is this motivated and optimistic. So it's like you're ahead of the game here, Scorpio. And you know what? The other thing is, I'm really happy to see this because you're one of the signs too that I really remember uh, some of the struggles that you went through in this past year and before that. I remember reading for you guys, and you were struggling with your personal relationships. Um, and it was very upsetting, and you felt disappointed and dejected. Um, but now you've shed that energy, and you're like, I'm ready for the next thing. Good for you, Scorpio. So your next card is what is going to be your challenge that you can grow from? Page of Pentacles. Okay. So you're motivated here. But the challenge is finding your place in the world and finding a place to place that motivation that you're brewing here. I don't think that's going to be a difficult challenge for you because motivation is half the battle here. Um, I think the answer to this challenge and the answer to most challenges is receiving help from spirit. Because spirit, of course, has a better vantage point than you. They can see the forest for the trees better than you. So, make sure that you check in with spirit as often as possible. So your next card is release what wants to be released in your life, what needs to be released in your life. Well, Oh, now Scorpio. Okay, yeah, 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 I see. I see, I see. Scorpio, you, this past year especially, like I said before, you went through some difficult relationships, a lot of you. And I remember one specific one where, you met someone and you couldn't trust them enough to open yourself up. And it was like you became more and more suspicious of each other to the point where you parted because there was distrust on both ends type thing, which was unfortunate because you both really did like each other. Um, but that doesn't mean that you necessarily meant to be together, though. That was a karmic lesson. So, and here's the result of this karmic lesson. What needs to be released here is over controlling things. The Emperor is a positive card. It's about being the CEO of your own life and taking charge of things and all of that sort of thing. But what wants to be released here, the other side of the Emperor, the shadow side of the Emperor, is being a tyrant and like abusing one's power and that kind of thing. So this is talking about Scorpio. You're going to have to admit to yourself that when you are confronted with a situation or a new relationship, you want to retreat and hold on to your secrets and not give of yourself until you're 150% sure that the other one is going to give. It's like, I'm not going to say I love them if they don't say it first, and that kind of thing. Like, I'm not going to tell them anything about myself. That's the over controlling of things that you're going to need to release a bit. Those kind of things, by the way, are natural to you, Scorpio. That you are very protective of yourself, but you don't want to be overly protective to the point where um, you stifle your own growth and you block your own blessings. So your next card is what wants to emerge in your life. What wants to emerge in Scorpio's life? What wants to emerge in your life is the Seven of Pentacles. This is almost the same message as what wants to be released here. What wants to emerge is your outlook, your you recognizing what I just told you. Because this is a guy who has sown seeds for himself. He obviously wants to grow something in his life, but he is dissatisfied and not sure if his efforts are worth it, right? So this is feeling disappointment in your life. So it's like what's emerging, shedding light on what role you have in your own disappointments. And I hope that really penetrates Scorpio because each sign has their challenges, their natural challenges. And this is really like essence of Scorpio challenge. Okay. So talk to me about this, Scorpio, by the way, if you feel comfortable. I answer every single comment. And tell me if you feel defensive about it. Tell me if you agree. Tell me what's on your mind. I want to talk to me. I love talking to my viewers. Um, so your next card is emotion, how things make you feel in your relationships and dealing with others. It can include love, but also everywhere else in your life that creates emotion. Your choices, Two of Wands. So there is an emphasis here on who you choose to bring into your life. Since you are spiritual, you obviously listening to this reading because you are spiritual minded, and of course, you are a light worker because that's what I attract to this channel. Um, you might want to look at your astrological compatibilities, right? Try looking backward first for fun. And it'll be, enlightening, but it'll really help you in your growth, your perception of things, because I'm sure you'll find that some of those people that uh you broke up with last year in the past 21 years were astrological signs that are challenging signs for you. Some signs are more compatible with you for you than others. So, yeah, your choices, and he's holding the world here. This really, um, doesn't always carry that message, but this really feels like astrology message for you. So go have a look. Um, your next card is career and material path. King of Cups. It's interesting. Okay, so the King of Cups is a Stoic. He is um, the type of person who is who does not let his emotions run away from him. He is very rational minded. Um, he is emotionally accessible. He's not cold. Just because he's stoic doesn't mean he's cold. He just doesn't let his emotions rule him. Um, so he's in this turbulent water around him, which represents emotion, but he's on a firm platform here, concrete. platform, sitting in a concrete chair here. He is very, very stable. Um, so this is about making rational decisions in your career and not emotional ones. So this can very well be like um, not letting, not choosing a job just for money, looking at the culture and the quality of life. This can also mean um, not quitting in a huff, spontaneously. This is, being unhappy at your job, maybe, but um, planning to leave instead of quitting abruptly, that kind of thing. Um, because I know, Scorpio, that you can be emotional, especially when someone's pissed you off. God help anyone who pisses a Scorpio off, right? But we don't want to take that stinger out so quickly. Okay? So your next card is spiritual guidance and higher wisdom. Oh no, my candle went out. Oh dear. To get a new one. So your spiritual guidance is the Page of Swords. Of course, it's not reversed. This is bringing you clarity and insight. And look at how perfect this is, the two pages on top of each other. Finding your place in the world. And here's the inspiration to find your place in the world and the downloads and everything. You are very much supported by spirit, Scorpio, especially in this year. I mentioned the past 21 years, Scorpio, and how difficult it's been for everyone. And there are times, look, your spirit guides are always with you, okay? They never leave you, they don't abandon you. But there are times in life where the universe is kind of like, no, 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 let Scorpio do it himself. It's kind of like the kid with the that's had his training wheels taken off, right? And you know, the dad is holding behind and then the dad lets go. Um it's been somewhat like that for the past 21 years where um spirit often stepped back to for you to learn how to deal with things. But it's kind of like the energy has cleared for spirit to come and help you rebuild, is the message that I'm getting. And there's going to be a lot of connection with spirit, and it's not just you. Um, there are fire signs that are getting um, like high priestess in the energy area and that kind of thing. There is a surge of intuition and assistance from spirit in this year. So, and you're no different here. Wheel of Fortune here, and you know. So, your next card is this leg of the journey that is leading you closer to your life purpose. This is the same message as release here. This is definitely a challenge for you. Um, the Four of Pentacles is the miser, over controlling, Scroogey kind of card. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're Scroogey and but I explained that to you already with these two here, where it's not always in your best interest to be overly guarded, Scorpio, because you put yourself in the position of isolation and missing out on blessings. Um, but this can also mean um, reassessing your finances as well. Because my eyes went up to the Page of Pentacles here. Um, so there's a little side note here of having a look at your finances. Because your energy towards abundance has, like, the tide has shifted here. And you need to prepare for it because spirit is preparing you to receive. Okay? So your last card is your outcome. What you will have accomplished in the year. Eight of Swords. This is an assurance that you will be shedding your limiting beliefs here. Your stinking thinking. This is a nod to the past 21 years where you have felt restricted. So your outcome really represents an overcoming of another challenge here, which is not a revelation to you because we've kind of talked about this, where there are some negative beliefs that you need to shed. So, I mean, really quickly, this woman is has the perception that she is in peril, but really she's walking through this puddle. She's not drowning. She's fine. Um, this she's overly dramatizing things here. Um, so, and that plays into here. This habit, this scorpionic habit of uh, overly controlling their secrets and not opening up to others, and um, because there's this perception of some kind of danger or whatever your fears are. Um, but those fears that you have are an illusion. So you're going to learn to overcome these illusions. Um, and by the way, I'm a Capricorn sun, so I'm the pessimist. I'm Capricorns can be somewhat like you, Scorpio. So it's not like I've got it all together and I'm pointing my finger at you. I totally understand this energy. Um, but I also know that I need to manage my pessimism because not everything is going to turn out the Murphy's Law way, right? So, um, some things you do indeed need to be cautious about, but other things, you could be needlessly cautious about. So there's got to be a balance. So we're going to get an advice card for you. Let's see what spirit wants. Higher self, whispers of love, sacred destiny. Okay. This is a favorite of spirits. Spirit likes to choose this deck a lot. These cards are too big for me to shuffle. This one. Okay. Let's see what we got. Taking risks. Wow. Oh my God. Scorpio, I'm telling you, I have chills. You can have a more appropriate card for you. What did I say about you being overly cautious? Taking risks. That's what this is about. Scorpio, it is safe to take some risks. And you know what? I wish I could express what I feel right now, Scorpio. Like there's a weight that look, you know how um it can be really loud somewhere that you are, like a background hum or whatever, and you don't really notice it until someone switches it off. You're like, wow, that was like, um, that's what I feel like. Um, and then there's like somewhat of it's a hawk here, right? Here, this illumination here kind of looked um like spirit, like an apparition or something. Um, which is supposed to look that way. That was a message here. First of all, this hawk represents um your outlook. Didn't I say something about seeing the forest for the trees? Or it might have been a Libra. Anyway, um, taking risks. This hawk has an excellent vantage point, and he can see very well what's for him, what's not for him. The difference between a rock and a tasty mouse, that kind of thing. Um, so it's having that bird's eye view of things where before you didn't know what was for you. And how is that going to change in this year? Because you're going to have a closer connection with spirit. You have it all over here with spirit connecting with you and stepping in to help you. So it's not going to feel so much like you're on your own. And when you come across something like, well, I don't know if this is safe for me or not, you're going to have a better feeling about it. And you'll have clarity and you'll be able to see the clearly the red flags and act appropriately with them. And clearly see the green flags as well. This is going to be a good year for you, Scorpio. I don't get chills like that. I haven't got chills like that for everyone in this reading. This is going to be a major change for you, Scorpio. It's going to feel good because it's scary being in a shell and not so fun being a shell in a shell with a wall around you. You know, you can come out and enjoy yourself and share yourself and receive. Okay, Scorpio? Um, Like I said before, I'm looking forward to hearing from you in the comments section. And it's not just because of what it does for me in the algorithm that I need help with, by the way. But that's not why I ask you. The reason why is because I truly do like to engage with my viewers, and it really raises my morale because it's very difficult being a small content creator on YouTube. The algorithm is not kind to us. So, hearing from you really makes me feel like I'm getting somewhere, right? So, if you've got something on your mind, don't hold back because um, you might gain something from it all, from spirit. And I will gain, um, the pleasure of hearing from you. Um, Please like and subscribe. Thank you for staying this long. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for returning. Um, Liking and subscribing is a quick uh, action that costs you nothing but really does something for me. So go ahead and take the few seconds to do so. Even if you think you're already subscribed, just check really quick. Some of you are going to be surprised that you're not, so go ahead and click. Don't forget the notification bell because there are a whole lot of new videos coming at you this month and in the coming months. I was away for December, but I'm back for January. All through January. Okay. Um, if you're really inclined to helping me, what would really help is for you to go to the playlist section. I've got tons of playlists for you. There is a Scorpio playlist and many others. Choose one, set it to autoplay, and have it playing in the background as you go about your daily tasks. And even as you are winding down at night and even sleeping, because watch hours are everything to help a channel grow. Um, I've recently made my milestone with your help. Thank you very much. Of 1,000 subscribers, which I'm thrilled about. Um, and I hope that continues to grow beyond 1,000 viewers. Um, but watch hours are just as important. So I can also use your help with that as well. So I thank you in advance. Um, I hope you got something from this, and I hope you feel as exuberant about it as I do. I will speak to you soon, Scorpio. I love you. Love, light, and many blessings.